Welcome back to The Real Room. I'm your host, Lacretia Mitchell. Some conversations remind you what's possible when brotherhood is real, when iron sharpens iron, and men choose to build instead of compete. This conversation is one of those. It's about vision, unity, and the power that comes from surrounding yourself with people who want to see you win just as much as they want to win themselves. My guest today is a man who's lived many lives in one, born and raised in Brooklyn, New York and a Guyanese descent. He's one of three brothers, a bond that will later become the foundation of everything he stands for. Many know him as DJ Keilo, the man who brought sound, energy, and the life to the rooms all up and down I-35 and beyond. But behind the music is a story, one of amazing happenings, brotherhood, and rebirth. In 2012, he walked away from DJing in Oklahoma City, but not from purpose. The same heart that once moved crowds now moves culture. He's the owner and operator of the Oak Room, a space that just celebrated its 1 year anniversary and recently appeared on Netflix starting 5. The name Oak Room means one of a kind, but its roots run deeper than the name itself. Oak represents strength, endurance, and legacy, and for him, it's a reflection of brotherhood, the kind of bond that doesn't break under pressure, but grows stronger through it. A concept born from what he and his brothers called the triangle offense, a foundation of trust, loyalty, and accountability that keeps him grounded, sharp, and evolving both as a man and a leader. This episode isn't just about success, it's about the power of connection, the art of reinvention, and the strength it takes to turn loss into legacy. Let's get into it. Welcome, Mr. Akeil. How are you?
Doing good. How you
You
doing?
good? I'm good. And you're here. You're in the
Yes.
real room.
Yes.
Finally. Finally in the real room. Okay, so before we get started, I always do a this or that. And
Okay.
so I'm gonna give you some options. You pick your preference.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. New York City, Brooklyn, New York, or Oklahoma City. Which one would you prefer to be live in? Right. I'm about to
You can
put
put
you
me
on
on
the
the spot
spot.
like that. Okay. I would prefer to be in Brooklyn where my family is,
Mm,
but I'm in Oklahoma where my daughter is. So
okay.
I win either way.
Yeah. You do. Okay, I love it. Let's talk about Brooklyn real quick. Let's
Okay.
talk about growing up, all of the things. I told you I've never been to New York at all, which is crazy
Yeah.
on my like with my big age. But I'm gonna go soon. So with you growing up in Brooklyn, just tell us about that experience. And a lot of people see big city,
Yeah.
they may not think, family oriented or anything like that. Tell me about your childhood and how that
My
was.
childhood was great. I mean, it prepared me for where I am today.
Yeah.
And I know it's a lot of people say that's cliche, but they say if you make it in New York, you really can make it anywhere. And it's definitely true. It's the mindset that you have to hustle all the time. It's definitely not handed to you.
Yeah.
So growing up there, I mean, if you got in trouble, you get in trouble by everybody.
Yeah.
You're gonna get a whooping by if you get in trouble at your grandparents' house, your grandparents whoop you, and then your aunt or uncle might come over and they be like, guess what he did today? He was showing off. Or for real, you might get another hit. And then, the end all be all is your parents. You get home and they find out, oh yes.
Yeah.
So it's a process, but I mean, I wouldn't trade it for the world. I loved it. I would love to raise my daughter in New York because
Mm.
it's a little rougher. So, iron
Toughen up
sharpen.
yeah,
Yeah, give
toughen
her a
up her
little
skin.
toughen
I've
her up.
I've never heard anybody say I would love to raise my child in New York. Like,
I mean,
but I'm
yeah,
hey, listen, it's the first time for everything. And I just say that just because of the hustle and the
yeah,
bustle and how hard I hear it is,
yeah.
because I can't say that it is.
Well, the reason I say it is because, like, they say it takes a village to raise a
Yeah.
child. My neighborhood raised me.
Mm,
So if I did something 2 blocks away, just because I thought I got away with it, I
yeah.
didn't get away with it. Somebody knows me or knew my parents, and they'll definitely call you and be like, hey, what's wrong with you? You tripping. Like,
Yeah.
if your dad found out you did that, you know what's gonna happen. If your mom found out, and then it's like I said, everybody knows my whole neighborhood knew my parents
Yeah.
or they knew my brothers. And then, you know, nothing goes under the radar.
Right, right. It's crazy because I just told you too off air. I was like, I hear like that accent that I don't know if it's New York,
Guyanese.
Guyanese, get me together. I don't know what it is, but I hear that. And so this is my first time actually like really hearing you talk
Yeah,
like one on one. We've always just been in passing, but I've just
yeah.
always had a mutual respect for you.
Thank
So
you.
I just want to publicly say thank you for coming on because you could have said no, but
No,
you didn't.
absolutely not. I seen it. I seen my one of my boys on here. I was like, oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
I gotta check that out.
Yeah. Let me roll up on there. All right, let's get into the questions, like the actual questions. So, you've lived a few lives, I feel like DJing, entrepreneurship, brother, father. But if you strip all of those titles away, who is Akeil?
Man, somebody asked me this the other day,
Mm,
and I just was like, I'm a I'm really a cool, calm person.
yeah.
Like what people see, and they might say I'm an a-hole and all this, but that's just me. If being from New York, you don't speak if you're not spoken to. And that
Mm,
was one of the things that I learned growing up. You want to listen first and then speak. Most of the time, people speaking and listening, you never know who's who
yeah.
or who's in the room that you're going into, and you just might start talking crazy. So me, I'm very observant. I like to, know what I'm getting myself into. I'm very calm. When I'm home, I'm in my room.
Yeah.
I don't leave my room.
Yeah.
That's just like my peace, I want to say.
Mhm.
I mean, I'm quiet.
Yeah.
But when I'm DJing,
It's a totally
it's
different
a totally
story.
different person. And I'm like, so who you talking to now? It's like this is a kill. I'm older now. I'm way more mature than I
Yeah.
was years ago. I do a lot of things different. I mean, I'm really just really
Chill.
yeah, I'm super chill now. Like very chill. I don't know what it
Yeah.
is. I just like being chill.
It's funny because I just came from speaking with some kids, and I say kids, some young people. And I said this. I said your presence is power. So, just kind of along the lines of what you just said. When you walk in a room, you shouldn't be saying nothing. Just kind of observe,
Yeah.
see, and again, you never know who's in that room. So if you
Yeah.
walk in there and you acting a fool or saying something off the wall, you may
Yeah.
have missed out on the opportunity, right?
Yep.
So let's talk about the opportunities that you've had just by your presence and how you've shown up. Is there one in particular that you're like, I walked into that room and I showed up as myself, my authentic self, and I possibly got that opportunity?
Um Basically, it's so crazy. I have way more opportunities now than I did
Mm,
before. And I think it's because staying true
mhm.
to the people that around me, I'm I don't do things just to do it.
Yeah,
And I like to grind. Anything that's hand given, I don't really like it. And then also if it's not organic, one important person that I know, I mean, this dude is important to the world. He was like, Keilo, if it's not organic,
yeah,
it's not meant for you. So a lot of opportunities that happened just organic, just staying down, I guess,
yeah,
being true to the people around me, being true to myself, and basically not selling out. I'm not gonna sell out just because.
yeah.
It has to have meaning, it has to have purpose behind it for me to want to do it.
Yeah, and you've had opportunities. I just think about the shoulders you rubbed with, being a part of the groups, I guess I should say.
Yeah,
And you could have easily gotten a big head,
yeah,
did whatever. But that's one thing that I always have noticed about you is no matter who you've been around, who you have connections to, you've always been a solid guy. You've
yeah,
always spoken, you've always, just been very genuine. And
yeah,
so what is that just hearing you say that, but how important is that to you when you're walking into spaces and you see people, I'm gonna just say normal people, right?
yeah,
that are patronizing your business or whatever. How important is that to, just speak and just
yeah.
be genuine?
They feel your energy.
Yeah,
So if you walk in and don't speak, and now I remember I said I don't speak unless I'm spoken to.
right.
But as now coming in as an owner, operator, you have to go out your way to speak because the customer is always right.
Hmm.
It don't matter if they're wrong.
Right.
Something about what they're telling you is right.
Hmm.
So you want to take that little piece of right and make it better, or take that wrong and correct it, because it's not easy running a business. You get a lot of complaints, and I'm the one that's gonna sit there and be like, even if I'm out of town and I know it's an issue, I'm gonna call, yo, you go find this person,
Mm,
or I tell that person, go ask for this person, and they'll make it right, or come back when I'm there, and I will
yeah.
personally make your experience better, because the first thing they're gonna do is run to social
Yeah.
media,
Oh, most definitely.
and I mean, it's not it has a, it'll be a year, but Jesus Christ,
Yeah.
in just a year alone,
It's been crazy.
it's been crazy, and it's like structure.
Yeah.
You have to have structure. If you don't, people don't like things with structure. That's what I notice.
Mm-hmm.
So anything with structure, they're gonna go after.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna bend or fold, so you just got to deal with it.
Yeah. Listen, I think about so I'm gonna just say this. Last week I posted a video. It went viral.
Yeah,
And the amount of negative comments that was in there, like I just can't even imagine what business, and I'm a business owner, but
yeah,
thank God as of right now I haven't had anything crazy, right? But I just can only imagine what you guys deal with on a daily basis for spots like what you have,
yeah,
the Oak Room, and what that's like. How do you stay, and I don't want to say balance, but how do you not allow that to get to you? How do you not allow the negative comments and the people that you probably know mean bad and bad will towards
yeah.
you get to you?
They doing the work for me.
Uh, Come on, speak on that.
So when I say that, you can talk negative about me, but
Yeah.
the people that's gonna cast that opinion and that judgment on what that person said,
Mm,
probably it's not somebody I want around me anyway. So
yeah.
I'd rather you not even show up or be a part of what I'm creating, because the people that are around are meant to be around.
Come on.
So go elsewhere. Really,
Yeah.
truly, you have the opinion and free will to go elsewhere. You don't have to come back. And then 9 times out of 10, I know the person saying it. I'm not gonna say nothing to you. Then I'm gonna wait until I see them and be like, you got my number.
Yeah.
And anyway, they still come back. So
Right. How do
they
you that's the thing. I wouldn't even know how to handle knowing that you didn't, okay, let me say I don't know how to handle it. I just ignore it.
yeah.
But knowing that people have blasted you, have talked about you, but yet they're still frequenting your business. Like that's a situation where it's like, okay, how do I continue to smile? It's almost like being fake in a sense, I
Mm,
guess. But
I learned it a long time ago. I learned it in about 2012. And I was around one of my friends, and there was some people talking crazy about him.
hmm,
And his brother just looked down and he was like, thank you for your contribution, because they had on his shoes. So that's how I look at it. And from that day forward, I was like, people talk about me, but they still pay to come to my
come
parties
on.
and they have a good time.
Yeah.
I might change the song 2 seconds too fast,
Hmm.
or I might say something they don't like, that they don't agree with. I can't please everybody, but
Yeah.
thank you for your contribution, and I hope you have a good time.
Yeah. I think it's important for us, especially as business owners, as people that are dealing with the public, to understand like there's a certain mindset that you have to have
Yeah, you gotta have
when,
some thick skin.
yeah, and you definitely got to have that because everybody's not going to be happy. And a lot of
Yeah.
times they're projecting whatever it is that they're dealing with onto you. So
Yep.
thank you for sharing that. That was good. Okay. Next question. Let's see. You've been around some powerful names and major moments, but what's something people don't see about the cost of being in those rooms?
Man. Um, Sometimes, so I'm gonna use back in the day. You
Mhm,
know, I was in a relationship,
mhm,
and sometimes you go on a road with them, you go to the club with them, and your lady might be like, "Oh, you can get the leftovers that they don't want." But 9 times it don't even be that. Sometimes you just really be chilling. Everybody's really just chilling. So sometimes it'll cost you your piece, but
hmm,
at the end of the day, it's like, okay, you either gonna roll with me or you just gonna keep passing judgment.
yeah,
And but I don't think it has ever really cost me anything outside of a
yeah,
girlfriend or something. And then clearly it wasn't important.
yeah. Let me ask you this, and we don't have to talk that about that specific person, but
Yeah.
I'm just saying, when did you know, okay, it's time to cut ties? Like, I'm losing too much peace. When was that moment where it was like, okay, and you don't have to get specific, but I'm just
Um,
saying, how do you know?
you just sometimes it just click.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just be like, man, that's That's really it. Or something could be said, and you'd be like, you absolutely right, and we don't even got to talk no more.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you just shut it down, and
Shut
you
it
just
down.
and it could be one of those things that you have deep feelings for, but sometimes in those moments you could just be like, this is it, and that's really it. And it's like it's nothing else. You don't think about that person, you're not worried about it.
Yeah.
You just
It's about timing. It's that
yeah.
aha moment. Like, okay, yeah, I need to
It's like, I'm
I need to
better off
let this go.
without you.
Yep. Got you. Okay. In your lowest seasons, what has it taught you about yourself and how did it shape the men we see today?
Mm, just got to get back up.
Hmm.
You can't. I mean, I've had moments where I was like, damn.
Yeah.
And then you just take a minute, you gotta take a minute and think about everything, think about why you do it, why you started doing it, and
That
get back to
why.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Always gotta remember why. And then it was a point in time I didn't have a kid. It
Hmm.
was just me. So it's like, man, this is what I love to do.
Yeah.
So like I think my lowest moment ever, I was DJing a party in New York. Um, I think I was like in the ninth grade, ninth or 10th grade, and it was my brother's high school. And I was using my older brother. I was using his DJ equipment, and the speakers went out in the middle of the party. Everybody just started booing, and I'm standing there. I'm like, damn, and it never came back on. So I don't know what we ended up. I can't remember what we ended up doing. If we just played like the bass or we did something where we was able to like carry on, but it wasn't the way it was supposed to be. And the next day, I ordered some food. I sat on on a porch with a newspaper, and I was like, man, I'm not DJing no more.
Yeah.
But then I was like, everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
And then I learned from that minute, like, always be ready, have a plan A through Z.
Yeah.
So I think
Yeah.
that was probably my lowest moment. Yeah.
Yeah. Tell us the very first time you started DJing.
The first time I started
How
DJing,
old were you?
I think the first time I played a record, I was 5.
Wow.
And my dad used to have turntables, and then my uncle, he has a band, and he had a DJ group, and my brother used to DJ with my cousins. So I'll go over there and I'll just mess around on their stuff. Didn't know what I was doing really.
Yeah.
And then I had a friend, his name was Steven, and he was like, yo, you need to learn how to mix. You just keep it sounds terrible. So I was in the room for hours just doing the same thing over and over, over and over. He's like, bro, you keep missing it. The beat starts here. So when
Mm,
I finally got it, I was like, that's it? And he was like, yeah. And from there, it just kept going. And the first party I DJ'd, I want to say I was 11 years old.
okay.
I had some speakers my grandmother gave me. It was an Akeil system. And we just had a bunch of speakers. We didn't even need all of them, but we used
Yeah.
them. And I DJ'd a basement party for these girls that I knew. Becky, what was the rest of their name? But Rebecca. And they had a basement
Becky with the
party.
good hair. Okay.
So we had this party, and it was great. I
Yeah.
had a great time, and I was actually using vinyl then.
Yeah.
So it was me and my brother Dre, and he was like my sound engineer, make sure everything sounded right. And we had this party,
Yeah.
and it was good.
Listen, so what was that moment where you were like, okay, this is what I'm going to do? This is what I was
Yeah,
meant for. What was that moment? Do you remember that very first moment?
I think it was always there.
Yeah.
The only thing I ever wanted to do outside of being a DJ, I wanted to be a lawyer. And I said if I wasn't a lawyer or a DJ, I'd be a chef because I like to
Hmm.
cook.
Okay.
But for DJing, it was just something about it. Just like I just love music.
Yeah.
I've been surrounded by music. My grandfather, he plays he played almost every percussion instrument. My uncles, they played every instrument. It was just
There.
yeah, it was just there.
Yeah.
I don't know how to play no instrument at
But you can
all.
DJ.
But I could DJ. And I hear things differently, but I don't know how to read music. But my uncles and my
Yeah.
grandfather, all of them. I don't
That's
think there's
crazy.
not one of them that don't know how to play an instrument.
Yeah. I was at a party a couple weeks ago and DJ K Ruck was there. And so I was like, let me get on little turn. Is it called a turntable?
Yeah,
Okay. I was like, let me try it out. And he was like, you keep missing the beat. And I'm like, oh my God, like this is harder than I thought. But
yeah.
I had a good time. So if somebody was ever interested in DJing, especially in Oklahoma, like what does that look like? Where is there a school for it? Where do they go? What do they
I don't
do?
think there's a school for it,
Okay.
but sometimes you just gotta get it out the mud.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
learn YouTube,
Right.
or you can ask other DJs.
Okay.
I take my I'm kind of weird. I'm a tough critic at the same
Yeah.
time because it's like if you do it, I want you to be perfect.
Yeah.
I didn't start really DJing outside until I was 11, but I was in the house always on my computer,
Hmm.
on my turntables, practicing.
Yeah.
And my older cousin, he was a big party promoter in New York, and he would never put me on no parties ever. Ever. He didn't put me on a party until I was 22,
Dang. Yeah.
maybe 22, 23. And he was like, yo, he came to Oklahoma and I threw a party at the Cox Convention Center. It was my birthday. He's like, you know all these people? I
Hmm.
was like, I guess. I don't know. I just promoted the party. I did what you would do. And he was like, bet. So that summer, he was like, yo, I'm
I'm
putting
gonna
you on a
put you
flyer.
on.
And he put me on a party and I was like, all right.
Cool.
Yeah, that was
And
that
that
was
was that first time
that he
from
booked
him
me.
that he put you on.
He ain't pay
Dang.
me, but
That's how family do.
yeah, he ain't pay me. And he booked me in March. So if you
Dang.
see this in March, I better get that check or I'm not coming.
Oh, so it's wait, you said in March, he booked you in
He
March?
booked me for this March coming up,
Okay.
2026.
So you want that money
So
first
he said he
before.
gonna pay me this
Hey
time.
cousin, he
Yeah,
want that money. Okay, just FYI. I'm
get
just
that check or I
saying.
ain't coming.
Okay.
I get the flight myself, but
So you talk a lot about just your brotherhood, the triangle offense,
yeah.
and just what that means. Can you break that down for us? And what does it mean? What does that bond mean to you personally and professionally?
I mean, they gonna have my back, right or
Yeah.
wrong. If I'm wrong, they gonna tell me I'm wrong. They're not gonna sugarcoat it. They might curse. We gonna butt
And
heads.
we talking about your brothers.
Yeah, my brothers, my older
Yeah.
brothers, Dre and Devo. Um, Devo's the military one. He's more militant. He
Okay.
just sees things one way.
Yeah.
And I be having to remind him, like,
There's other ways.
there's other ways. I'm your brother. Just listen sometimes. I know I'm the youngest, but you gotta listen to sometimes. And then there's Dre. He's more the technician.
Yeah.
He's very technical. Everything is tech, 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 tech. He does IT for a living.
Okay.
He just built me a brand new computer, and I seen it for the first time on Sunday. Fire. So if you need a computer built,
Wait, he built a computer?
yes, I should have some pictures. He builds my so crazy thing. He built my first DJ computer. The first computer I ever used to
Wow.
DJ when I was living in Japan,
Yeah.
he built it. And then it was a big desktop. I used to take it to the club, hook it up with a monitor. He built it. He made sure I had everything I needed. So he's
Wow.
the IT guy. So he just built me a brand new computer with there's a screen inside of there's an LED screen inside the computer with me DJing. It's so fire. I'm gonna
Oh
make
my
sure you see
goodness. I
it.
need you to send this
I'm
picture. We're gonna have to put it up there.
I'm gonna get it for you. But yeah, he's the IT guy. So I mean, we butt heads like
Yeah.
normal brothers, but it's just respect. One of those things, my parents, they raised us with respect. You respect your brothers.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, we all we have. When my parents are gone, God forbid.
Yeah. Not please. Yeah.
w-
Let me do it too.
When, they go on to glory, as my mom say, we all we gonna have. And then
Mhm.
my daughter, she looks at us and she always see like, and I tell her older sister, like, I gotta,
This is it.
whatever you got, this is it.
Yeah.
You gotta make sure you send a good example, regardless of what you do. You always gotta let them know, like talk to them, express yourself. And we don't tell each other all our personal business,
Yeah.
but if it's bad or something happened that we need to say it, we'll definitely go and be like, y'all need to holler at you.
Yeah.
And me, I'm the one. I'm like, I'm not always gonna tell you everything I do that's good. Sometimes I'm gonna mess up. So I'm gonna let you know when I mess up because I
Yeah.
always tell you everything. Well, all the good. So I will tell you the bad. But I think it's the way my mom raised us.
Yeah.
We know, like, there's no jealousy between us. We've never been jealous of
As
one
it shouldn't
another.
be.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
when we were growing up, if one can't go,
Hmm.
none of us is going.
Yeah.
So that was one of the things she prided herself on when she was raising us, to make sure if one had it, we all had it.
Mhm.
If he got shoes, we all got shoes.
Yeah.
So it was just like that. If it was my birthday and I got birthday cash, everybody got
Everybody
something.
got it.
Yeah. So and I'm very happy about that.
Yeah. I think about it's just me and my sister,
Yeah.
and I don't play about my sister. She don't play about me.
Yeah.
So just that bond, I've never understood how people can't get along for our siblings
Yeah.
just because, and I think it has a lot to do with how your parents raise you.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And so I think that that relationship is one of your first relationships that you're ever going to have, I feel like.
Yeah.
But it's so important. And so just hearing you talk about it and you called it the triangle offense,
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty dope.
Yeah,
So
'cause we vote on everything if it got to pass the board first.
yeah,
And if we can't get it right, we call the big dog, which is mom.
love it.
We call dad. Dad can give you 10 different
Yeah.
reasons. You can be like, look, bro, I just need to
I
know.
just need one, just get
Yeah.
to it. Okay. Yeah.
Or mom, she'll just be like, well, you explained it right. Your answer's right there. And I'd be
Yeah.
like, I just need you to tell me if it's right or not. She was like, that's for you to decide, son. I'm like,
I love
all
that.
right. So
Yeah. I love that. How do they continue to keep you humble? Is there anything right now that you can think of where it's like, man, they had to humble me in that moment?
they don't even
Yeah.
have to.
Yeah. Mm.
I've always been this, and they get mad at me for being too humble.
Hmm.
Cause they be like, bro, you don't understand who you are. Like,
Come
people actually
on.
respect you. And I'd be like, whatever.
Yeah.
I
They
Now I'm starting to
hype you
see it.
up.
Yeah. Now I start to see it more
Yeah.
with the some of the things that I'm working on
Yeah.
and things people want me to be involved in.
Right.
It's like some of the phone calls I get, I'd be like, and I tell my brother, and he be like, see, you don't
Yeah.
understand the power you have. And I knew in college that I had power by things I would say and
Mhm.
then the way people responded to it.
Right.
But now, as far as like the business side of it, and I'm just like, okay, I'm making some,
Mhm.
you know,
Mhm.
I got a little bit of pull. I got
Oh,
some
yeah.
clout, you know. I don't got to do too much. I could
Yeah.
make a call and things will happen.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
And you could be using that the power of influence, right, in a negative way. And it
yeah.
doesn't sound like that's something that
Nah,
is
I did
crosses your
that
mind at
once
all.
and
Yeah.
I kind of regretted
Mm,
it.
okay.
I was much young. I was much younger,
Yeah.
and it was a funny story. It was a funny story.
You want to share?
I mean, I don't mind.
Go
So,
ahead. You might as well. Listen, we're here. We're in the real room. Let's keep it
so
real.
I had graduated from college, and I got booked to do a Halloween party,
Okay.
but it wasn't on campus. It was off campus, and it was so crazy because I heard Funk Flex say something similar, and this was when Jay-Z and Kanye came out with Otis.
Yes. Okay.
He was like, if you in traffic right now, I want you to pull your car over, walk into the nearest convenience store and stick your hand in the cash register.
Did you tell people
No,
to do?
I
Oh,
didn't tell him to do
I'm not,
that.
Lord, have mercy.
I didn't tell him to do that. But I said, when you leave this party, I want you to walk into the nearest gas station and take whatever you want.
Oh my God.
And yo, it was so funny because I got a phone call on Monday, and it was my advisor from when I was in college. I'm not gonna put no names out
Yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And he was like, Akeil. He was like, what's wrong with you, man? He said, you told these kids to go to Love's and take whatever they wanted to. He said, they went in there and they started making sandwiches,
Oh
taking
my
chips. And I
God.
was like, I didn't really think they would do it. And he was like, you don't understand with a microphone. You got power, bro.
Mm,
He like, man, people listen to you. And
yeah,
you might not understand it, but you're gonna understand it later.
yeah,
And he was like, you gotta be careful what you say. And from that moment, I was like, all right, let me chill. Cause I used to wild out.
yeah.
I used to wild out. Like I used to talk about Body Central when I was younger. They closed
Body
down.
Central was a whole thing, okay?
Yeah, they closed down. But it wasn't when I talked about it, it was because there's beautiful people here.
Mhm.
Beautiful women.
Mm,
Oklahoma has some beautiful women.
mhm.
But I walk by and I see like when I first came to Oklahoma, I'm like, jeans, $2.99. I'm like, who's
Hmm.
shopping in there?
Yeah.
And then I see the cute girls in the club shopping, and I'd be like, oh no, you come on. You go to Wet Seal or
Listen, Body Central was the place.
I ain't know. Body Central was like rainbow.
True. You're right. You're right.
But
Yeah.
and now, I'm gonna look at this camera. I want to apologize to every woman I ever offended and your boyfriends, because your boyfriends was mad. I want to apologize to you. Even the store manager that called me that one day, I want to apologize. I did not mean it. I was just trying to uplift. Like, you guys are beautiful. You don't gotta
Mm,
diminish yourself wearing some 199
yeah.
jeans.
Yeah.
And it was so crazy because I walked by the store now I'm a DJ. I walk by the store and girls will see me and they'll hide. But I never talked about nobody directly. It was
Yeah.
always in fun.
Yeah.
And some of my boys had to call me like, "Yo, bro, you wildin', bro." Like,
Yeah.
some girls' boyfriends want to run up in a DJ booth. I was like, "Why? Because
Over
they
that?
girls like because they girl shop at Body Central.
Yeah.
Take us somewhere else. Go to Wet
Go to
Seal."
Wet Seal.
Yeah, and then I even
579.
I even talked about Wet Seal. Like, they got the 7.99 shoes. Remember when the girls was wearing
Listen,
the big belts?
hey,
I'm
leave
done.
them,
I'm done.
hey,
I'm done. I'm
leave
done.
them big belts alone because I was
With the
in there,
gachos,
okay? Yeah, all that, okay? Don't play with me.
I'm done. I'm done. I
Now we
love all of y'all. I love all of y'all.
no, I love it, but that just speaks to the power of just who you are as a
Yeah.
person, right? And sometimes when you don't understand the influence that you have, it can
Yeah. Yeah.
it
I
can go the
know.
wrong way, right?
Absolutely.
And so you just have been a voice I feel in the city that people respect, they
Yeah.
listen to, and you are making, major things happen here. And so kudos to you for that.
Thank you.
But also, how does that make you feel on a daily? And I know we kind of touched on it, but when you think about just the power that you have and what you can do with that, right? And
Yeah.
I'm gonna get biblical real quick. I've been reading Jeremiah, and this morning it talked about just the power of our influence as leaders and how we can use that power to do bad things. But of course, he's pushing us to do good things with our
Yeah.
power. And so you have a purpose on this earth. What is your plan? What is your goal for this next chapter moving into 2026 on how you're going to use that?
My goal is basically just to this next year is to make sure my daughter has everything she'll ever need.
Hmm.
So this next year is basically dedicated to her. I haven't
Mm.
told nobody this yet, but I've been going over it the past few weeks with everything I have going on. I'm like, all right, I've been getting a lot of new opportunities.
Yeah.
I'm taking all of them. Every
Yeah.
opportunity I get now, I'm not gonna. Because before I used to like blow it up and be like, yeah,
Yeah.
but now it's like, okay, you want to do that? Let's sit down. Let's meet. Let's do this.
Yeah.
I plan it out. I try to plan it out right then and there so
Yeah.
people don't forget while it's hot. So it's basically to make sure one of my main thing is to make sure my daughter has everything.
Mhm.
And my other goal is to do something on my own,
Hmm.
independence a little bit.
Yeah.
And so when I say that, it's like I don't want to call my brothers.
Hmm.
I want to do it on my own and then be like, hey, I need you to help me with
Yeah.
this. So because it's always been the triangle
Yeah.
offense. And like my brothers, they all have their own things. I have DJ Keilo. I'm DJ Keilo.
You're right.
But outside of DJ Keilo, I need something else.
Yeah.
So that's where my mind is at right now. And I know my brothers will probably see this before I get to talk to them. So I'm gonna have some explaining to do, but at the end of the day, they're gonna back me on whatever decision I
Right.
decide to go with. Because I've always anything I did, I always make sure I check with them first or I include them.
Yeah.
The only thing I ever did without including my brothers or talking to them was DJing.
Yeah.
And I was DJing in I was DJing in New York. I DJed in Japan when I lived there. And then when I came to Oklahoma, I said I was going to continue DJing. And my older brother was like, no. He said,
Hmm.
don't waste your time. So I was like, I bet. I wasn't listening.
Yeah.
I went to Guitar Center with my first refund check and I got all my DJ equipment. Then I called him. I'm about to buy this DJ equipment. So I'm just letting you know. I'm bringing it home. So he was like, wait, I'm on my way.
Yeah.
He came up there and he like, you buying DJ equipment, but you ain't got no power cables, you ain't got no mixing board, you ain't got no speaker cables, you need this.
Right.
And I was like, well, I only got $1,600, so and I was short. Like through now, more he added more stuff. I'm short about 318, 320 to be exact. And he's like, I got you.
Mm,
So sometimes you gotta go against the grain.
man,
So this is
talk
one of
about
those
it.
things. You know, striking out, doing something. I want to do something for me, and they're still gonna reap the benefits.
Yeah.
We all reap the benefits off of what we all do, but create something else for myself, and then create legacy for my daughter. Because I be having a, I don't think she gets who I am yet,
Mhm.
and I be having a reminder, like, who your dad is when
Yeah.
she start acting up, or she goes into a little girly crybaby mode sometimes. I'm like, you gotta toughen up. You know who your dad is?
Yeah.
See, you go outside and any of them kids bother you, be like, listen, my father's somebody. I
Right.
don't play them games.
Right.
So that's
I love it. I love it. I think it's important for us to s- to go in a lane that aligns with who we truly are,
yeah,
right? And you've done that with DJing, and look what it's done, right?
absolutely.
So
Absolutely. Cause
I commend you for that. I say kudos to you for wanting to take that step because I know that's a big deal, walking away from things, or not walking away from, but from doing things that are
yeah,
different from what you've done before.
yeah.
So I know it could
That
be
solo album.
yeah, man. I know it can be a little like intimidating, but
Nah, not really.
even with the podcast, like that's something nobody was like, everybody was like, what are you doing? Why are you doing
Yeah.
that? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I
So
just
late
want to
in the
be,
game and
yeah, like, what, you about to be 43, you want to do, all the things. But for me, I always say to anybody, it don't matter how old you are, like, go after it.
I got a question for you.
Yeah. Oh,
With
come on, question for me.
what you just said. It's real simple. Why do people put an age limit on what we could do?
I don't know. I don't understand it.
Because they told me I'm too old to have braids. I'm just saying. And I'm flourishing. I get longer than
Hey,
yours.
listen, I still got hair.
Yeah, I still got hair. I mean, it was something I wanted to do. I did it. But it's one of those things like,
Yeah,
who puts an age limit like, oh, y'all too old to be in the club.
right.
Y'all too old to do this.
And let me say this, I do that to myself sometimes because I
Yeah.
am like, I ain't going to Oak Room. I'm too old to be in there. I do that to
Yeah.
myself. But I know that you have other, it's not just like
Yeah.
the club, right? And so I do it to myself, but to myself. But I mean, that's a great question. Honestly, I don't know why people
Yeah.
do. I'm just at a point in my life where age does not
You
matter.
don't.
Like, as long as I got air in these lungs, I'm gonna
Yeah.
keep going after everything, every seed that God plants in my spirit.
Yeah. Because I be telling my friends, they be like, you can DJ forever. And I'd be like, I mean, if I
If I,
stop now, what am I gonna do?
yeah,
But then also, that's how you get old fast.
true.
People think because, oh, I'm 30 now,
Do this or
I need to travel more and I need to do this.
yeah.
Okay. What are you gonna do in between traveling? Sit
Mhm.
in the house?
Right.
You're not gonna find a man at home. You're not gonna
Right.
find a girl at home. You just sit in the house and
Right.
gain weight.
You're
Go
right.
outside, live your life, get some sunlight, do a daytime activity, go out at night. But that whole judging people, that judgmental stuff, I'm too old to do this.
Yeah.
I seen an Instagram video. It was a 60-year-old in the club with his daughter.
Come on.
And she was like, my daddy always gonna be there for me.
Mhm.
And she was sitting right there. He was there. He had his shades on, his chain on, beard full of gray hairs.
Yeah.
And he called himself an OYN. I think that was a little much. But he's still living life. He
Yeah.
look young. I mean, y'all gotta stop hating, man.
Yeah. And this is the thing, like, even I think we put ourselves, or people put us in a box, right? So
Yeah.
I hear a lot, and you may hear this, you're a real estate broker. Why are you out here now doing a podcast? Why are
Yeah.
you doing this? I know you've heard that about, okay, you're a DJ, now you're trying to open up this business. Like, do you hear that at all? I
Not
mean, it
really.
makes sense because you're a
Yeah.
DJ, but I'm just saying, like, has
Nah.
there ever been a time where people tried to put you in a box?
I mean, I get put in a box because I'm from New York.
Okay.
They quick to say, "Oh, from these New York
Yeah.
niggas."
Yeah.
I'd be like, "It's not my fault."
Yeah.
I just I know you gotta. Sometimes it just takes doing what you want to do.
Hmm.
Like when I first came to Oklahoma, nightlife wasn't all that.
No, and it was
And this is
not.
not a shot to anybody.
No, it was
Nightlife was
not.
not all that. It was
No.
maybe a few spots. Everybody was partying in restaurants.
Mhm.
Then they got Club Spice.
Mhm.
Club Spice got shut down.
I remember that.
Back to restaurants.
Right.
Then it was at Mango's. And then it was back to restaurants.
Yeah.
And then Purple Martini opened.
Mhm.
And everything runs its course. But you gotta, if you want to change something, you gotta get in it.
Right. Right. Come on. Okay. Okay. We can stay there all day. Well, let's talk about the Oak Room and break down to me how you said what oak means, all of the things, what Oak Room means in general.
Oak Room is just it's one of a kind. It's a
Yeah.
one of a kind space. Um, Oak is the strongest type of wood there is. Let me say pause for my friends.
Yeah.
Pause. But it's the strongest wood, and that represents me and my brothers. Like the way our mom, my parent, let me say my parents raised us to always have a strong bond between us, never
Mm,
let anybody get in between. And sometimes it'll seep through, but we always remember our alignment
yeah.
and we get back to it. And it was just one of those things where it was like it was needed. Oak
Yeah.
Room is it's a vibe, it's a safe space. As security is the biggest thing I preach with
Mm,
having that because a lot of stuff happens.
yeah.
We can't control everything that happened, but for the most part, we can control it. It's it's just really a vibe in a sense because you could
Yeah.
come there on a Wednesday and we could be doing karaoke. You come there on a Thursday, we could be watching football, playing Uno.
Hmm.
Fridays, ladies' night, or we might have a private party. Saturday, we call it room service, and
What's that?
so it was just like a gimmick, I think.
Okay. Okay. I'm
The
like, oh,
theme,
what's room
Oak
service?
Room, room service.
Okay.
So a
Okay.
lot of
Yes.
the titles have room in it.
Okay.
So like Sundays we call it Red Room, which is
Hmm.
the room we completely turn the room red, and we play R&B all
Mm,
night. Well, for the most part, it's all night. Sometimes it might not be like that,
yeah.
but you come in there, you see me. I'm gonna be playing Uno.
Yeah.
I'm playing Uno. I don't care what's
Over
going
there
on.
at your
I'm
table
at my
doing your
table.
thing.
Me and my
Okay.
guys, we playing Uno. Maybe Uno No Mercy or just Uno, but
Yeah.
it's it's whatever. It's basically whatever you want it to be. You celebrating a birthday, bar mitzvah. You can host. We hosted baby showers. We've hosted business meetings,
Yeah.
private parties,
We may
countless
can
private
host
parties.
the real room live at the Oak Room. I'm just
I'm
saying.
down with that.
Hey,
I'm down.
listen.
You let me know when you want to do it, and we make it
Okay.
happen.
Hey, y'all heard him.
Listen, I'm for it. We can make it happen
Y'all heard
because
him.
I got a lot of people that ask me to do podcasts, but it's never followed through.
Got you.
So I'm down
Okay. We may have to do it.
with a live
Listen,
audience. All
live.
that.
Oh, that would be so dope.
I think there you go.
DJ. Okay,
There you
yeah.
go. I
We gonna
mean,
we gonna come
you
up
could
with
be like a
something.
little talk show.
Oh,
See? See, that's what
that's
you
kind of what
call.
I was wanting to do with the live. It's
See?
kind of like, okay, well, yep, we'll talk. There we go. You said opportunity. We gonna talk about it. Okay. So you talked about in 2012 you stopped DJing in Oklahoma City. For anybody out there that is wanting to step away from something, whether it's a dream, whether it's a piece of themselves that they just want to
Yeah.
separate from, whatever that may look like, what's your message about rebuilding from the inside out?
I mean, it depends what you're stopping for.
Hmm.
I stopped because the money they wasn't paying, and
Right.
the owners they didn't want to allow me to do certain things. Like
Gotcha.
coming from New York, we did 2 to 3 parties in a night,
Hmm.
do 2, 3 clubs.
Oof.
Here, they was like, no, if I book you for the night, I want you here the whole night. But you got two other
Okay.
DJs on the same bill. I should be able to go to another party for at least an hour, 2 hours, and get
Right.
money over there. So I just was like, I just want to DJ here.
Yeah.
So for like 6 months, I just DJed in Dallas because I was making,
Like
yeah, I
deuces.
was making what I was gonna make anyway. Plus, and I got free accommodations. I mean, why not? It's down the street. I'm
Yeah.
building a brand in another market. But that wasn't the only time I've stopped DJing. I stopped DJing because it was like I need a break and I just want to, you know, I want to go and visit other places.
Yeah.
I want to go to other clubs because once you DJing, you're committed to that spot for that night. And if you DJing, it was a point in time I was DJing 6 days a week
Yeah.
in Oklahoma. And people were like, "Oh, there's nothing open, man."
Dang. Yeah.
From Tulsa back, 6 days a week. The only day I was off was Monday at one point in time, and I was in grind mode. I want it. I want it. I'm doing this. I'm there. I'm there.
Hmm.
And you'll burn yourself out.
Yeah.
So you just take a little mental break.
A step back,
Yeah, I
a
think.
moment.
Yeah, because it's. I mean, you gonna get back to it if you're good, they gonna come find you.
Yeah. Most definitely.
And that's
Most definitely.
one thing they gonna come find me.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna get on the Oak Room again. Y'all just celebrated a year, November 2nd, right?
22nd.
22nd, November 22nd. No, so it'll be November 22nd, a year.
Yeah.
Oh,
So it hasn't been
it
a year.
hasn't been a year
But when this
yet.
comes out, it'll be a year.
Will it be a year? Next week? What's next week? Yes, it comes out right before. Y'all see this one day. Next week. So just to have the opportunity, we talked about it to be on Netflix and all of the things with the starting five. What was that like? Like you told me the story on how you saw it,
Yeah.
but what was that moment like? And I know you've encountered some major things. You've had some great relationships with some legends,
Yeah.
but just having that moment to see the Oak Room on Netflix, not even
Yeah.
a year old. What was that feeling like?
Man, I mean, it was crazy because I was watching the special and it was the final episode, and then my brother walks in and he was like, "Oh, you watching the starting five?" I was like, "Yeah," and he was like, "Damn, that's messed up. They ain't get no, they ain't even get no footage of them when they was in Oak Room." And I was like, "Yeah, it would have been dope."
Yeah.
And then it ends up happening right at the moment when Shay was walking in Broadway 10, and he was like, "Yo, y'all going to Oak Room tonight?" And the first thing I did was I looked at my brother and I paused it and I was like, "You heard that?" He was like, "Yo, nah, hold up." I was like, "Wait." So I hit play, and then he was talking to Lou Dort, and then I was like, "Nah, I gotta rewind it." He was like, "Wait, wait, wait." So we just watching, and then we see them at Jones Assembly, and then we see the Oak Room, and we see them walking in. I was like, "Nah, that's crazy. I gotta record this." So before I could even record it, I watched it like 3 times, and then I finally recorded it and I sent it to one of my best friend in New York, and he was like, "Nah, that's crazy." So my brother, he's on the phone calling everybody now, and I'm just like, "All right." I just let it play out, and then
Yeah.
I waited till it was calm and I recorded it. And I mean, it was great because you got to see the before and the after
Yeah.
because I was actually there
Yeah.
when it happened and going through it in the moment to watching it again
Mhm.
from somebody else's perspective. I mean, I was just like, my mom made
Yeah, right.
it.
How bad do you think the city needed that championship?
it was it was needed.
Yeah.
I don't want to say it wasn't needed, but it was needed. But when you really think about it, Oklahoma was a thriving city
Man.
without the championship.
You
But now with the championship, it's like
yeah.
everybody's like Oklahoma, Oklahoma.
Mhm.
I was there in 2012 when they almost won.
Yeah.
And to go from there to 2016 when they lost in the Western Conference
Mhm.
Finals to now years later and
Yeah.
actually winning it and actually getting to go to the parade and do all these things. And
Man.
then I'm telling you, it was from the time the playoffs started to the finals, it was just one big day.
Yeah.
Every day just intertwined with each other
With
from
the other. Yeah.
DJing at the arena to going to Oak Room, being at the games, going to Oak Room, going to
Yeah.
the games, Oak Room game. And it was just one. And then you still had everything else that was going on in between.
Yeah.
Like, still got to be a dad.
Yep.
That's the main priority. And then, she understood and her mom, they understood like what was going on.
Mhm.
So I was able to still
Yeah.
work and focus on everything else, but I still made sure I'm picking her up, I'm taking her to school,
Loved
regardless of
it.
what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be up in the morning to take her to school, and I'm gonna be there to pick her up.
I love it.
I don't care what's happening, and she's gonna come with me. If
Mhm.
it's one of those things, if my daughter can't go,
I
I'm
ain't
not
want to
going.
do it.
Same
Yeah.
way my mom raised us. So
Yeah. I love that. Seeing that, I was like, wait a second, I've been in there. You know how one of my, I've been in there, I was sitting right there.
yeah,
But no, that was just a big deal. And so I'm proud of our city. I'm proud of you. I'm
thank
proud
you.
of all of the people that represent, just Oklahoma City in general,
Yeah,
because I think sometimes we get overlooked a lot of
yeah,
times. And so I definitely think that this was needed this
yeah.
year, the
And then there's always a
championship.
stigma. There's nothing in
Yeah. Oh
Oklahoma.
yeah.
So
Oh
like with
yeah.
my family, they love coming here now because they get a break.
Yeah.
This is like they get a break from reality. So when they come here, they
Mhm.
be like, "Well, we going with you wherever you go,"
Yeah.
and they know. Any 9 times out of 10, if I go somewhere, it's not.
Yeah.
So they'll be like, "All right." So I'll be like, "All right, we out." But now they come here, they come to Oak Room, and
That's so cool.
they be like, yo, I'm proud of my cousin. This is my cousin. I'd be like, well, Devo, Dre, they'd be like, nah, you the celebrity of the family. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm
Yeah.
still your cousin at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I am not the celebrity. Even when I go to New York, they'd be like the celebrity here. I'd be like, I'm not a celebrity.
Yeah.
I'm
Just you.
I'm a little kid you knew running around.
Right.
I'm just older now.
Yeah. I love that. One thing I've noticed is anytime you talk about your daughter, you light up. And so for you, explain to me what she means to you and how she has changed your life.
Woo.
Yeah.
That's my little best friend. Not my
Mm.
broke best friend. She rich.
Right. Don't listen.
That's my
Watch
rich
your
best
words.
friend. Yeah, that's
Yes.
my rich
I
best
say my
friend.
little millionaire best friends.
Yep, that's the boss. I call her the boss. It's so funny. She just celebrated her birthday, October 3rd.
Okay.
And in that moment, I knew she was following in my footsteps, I want to say a little bit, because she still has her own vision, her own identity, what she wants to do. But it was what she did. She made a flyer for her birthday. She
Oh.
handmade it, hand drew it, and it was the funniest thing. Her mom actually sent it to me, and she was like, "Why am I getting phone calls? Is Harlem having a birthday party?" And I'm like, "What?" So she sends it to me, and she was like, "Hey, I just want to know if you're coming to my birthday party. Here's my mom's number. If you can't get in touch with her," she put one of her friends from school parents' name on the invitation, and she said, "Here's who's attending," and she listed all the people that's
Oh my
attending.
goodness.
And then on the bottom it says, "Do you like seafood? Yes, no, or maybe." And then on the other end, it had the theme. It was a pink ghost pajama party,
Okay.
and she's passing this invitation around
Wow.
at
And y'all
school.
didn't even know about it.
Didn't know. She didn't put my number on there, good, because they would have called me and I'd have been like, "What?"
What?
But her mom, she's just like, this little guy was like, "Yo, she's gonna run the business
Yeah.
if she's moving like that." But yeah, that's my little best friend. She told me patience. She told me how to really love a woman. I'm gonna put that out there. She told me how to love a woman because I'm not affectionate. I'm not
Mm,
romantic
yeah.
at all. I'm just me. So for those, I'm just me.
It's work in
Yeah, it's
progress,
a work
you
in
know?
progress. She taught me a lot of patience, and I mean, every day I'm learning something new about her.
Yeah.
So it's just, I
I
see her, I
love
be like,
it.
damn.
I
She
did
look
that.
just like me.
Yeah, I did
Damn.
that.
What you want to do? So yeah,
Yeah.
she's super spoiled.
As she should be. As she should be. Okay, so we're wrapping up. Got a couple more questions. You've spoken about the power of connections
Yeah.
and just, how people have helped you along the way. What does it mean to you now, and how have the right people helped you to unlock new levels of your purpose?
Ah man, it's to me right now it means a lot more because like you said, I always think about my daughter.
Hmm.
So now it's more so okay, I want to make sure I'm doing everything right.
Yeah.
So there's no karma for her to face later on, I
Mm.
guess. In a sense, I don't burn bridges.
Yeah.
I don't I'm very my friends get mad at me because I'm very political. I if and it's the truth because it could be a discrepancy and my friends would be like, "Yo, why are you even wasting your time arguing with them?" I'd be like, "Because they need to understand
Yeah.
why I'm telling them what I'm telling them." He'd be like, "They're not gonna get it," and I'd be like, "I'm not gonna stop until they get it."
Mm.
And then once they be like, "All right, you right," and he'd be like, "They still don't get it.
Yeah.
Like you just
They
wasting
just
your
said.
time." Yeah, they're just saying it. And then so that's one of the things. Like all the connections I've made, and I'm now reaping the benefits off of the connections I
Yeah.
made years ago. Because you would think somebody's not paying attention or
Mhm.
they don't notice what you're doing, but
They see it.
they see it, and
Hmm.
it's so crazy. I'm gonna name names in this story. So it was October 21st. I'm lying. October 20th. KD came through to Oak Room.
Okay.
Kevin Durant for the Oklahoma City people that's still upset. Let it go, please. Please let it go. It's years later. But he came through, and when he was here, we kind of like grew up together.
Hmm.
I met his older brother first, and then I met Kevin. I met the whole family. And he came through and he like walked in and I was coming from the back of the lounge and he was coming in. And I turned around, I was like, "Oh shit." I was like, "You here?" And he was like, "Yeah." He like, "Bro, you stuck it out."
Hmm.
He said from when we was here to now, he was like, "You stuck it out." He was
Yeah.
like, You're like, bro, this is amazing.
Mm.
And he was the third one from the original team.
Mhm.
That he's actually the last one from the original team that came through.
Gotcha.
So James came first, and he was like, Keilo, this place is amazing. He was like, if you had something like this in LA, you're a
Right.
millionaire your first year. He said, this is dope. Then Russ came through, and he was like, bro, you killed it. His brother Ray came through. He was like, nah. He was like, y'all know what y'all doing.
Yeah.
And I showed him everything. And then it was just like seeing guys, they're younger than me, but I look up to them because, they have an influence that, we all want to have.
And
And
experiences.
experience, yes.
Mm.
So being in rooms with those guys, and I've been in plenty of rooms with those guys and exposed to so many different things that, you don't normally speak of.
Yeah.
You see it, you embrace it, you listen, you don't talk.
Yeah.
In those moments, you don't talk, you listen. You want to see who's who, put names to faces, things like that. So now I'm coming back into Oklahoma and they seeing like, yo, nah, he been here. He was with us when
Yeah.
we was here, and we didn't have nothing like this. And
Mhm.
he was like, we had nowhere to go
Yeah.
when we were here, and you created that to the T, where they have privacy. It's a patio. If they want to hang out on the patio, if they want to close the doors, it's really a space for like us.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't want to say upper echelon, but for those type of guys where they want to go someplace and they don't want to have a camera in their face, they don't want to be
Yeah.
bothered,
Just wanna chill.
just want to chill. They come watch the games, have a drink. So hearing that from those guys that
Mhm.
I actually kind of grew up with in a sense, I know I did.
Everything.
Yeah.
Everything. Let me say this, KD, some of us are not mad at you. I just wanna say we appreciate you, sir, for what you did for this city, just FYI. Okay.
And I
So
got his back.
yeah.
So
So let me ask you this because I think a lot of times now that Oklahoma City, a lot of people are coming in, celebrities, whatever you want to call it, famous people, it's coming in. I feel like people feel like they have to force themselves on them, but
yeah,
just hearing your connection and how that happened, um, I just want you to speak to just being genuine, just being your
yeah,
authentic self and letting it just happen, letting it
yeah,
align and walking into those rooms and not necessarily speaking because a lot of times they don't want to necessarily take pictures and be
yeah,
all, you know, involved with what's going on. So just talk on just a genuine connection and what that looks like now for you as you move and people approach you.
yeah. It's real simple.
Okay.
Probably 3 words. Less is more.
Mm,
I tell everybody that less is more. You don't have to be extra. When I was around those guys when they was here,
hmm.
I was I was not doing anything.
Chill.
I was chill. I was me.
Yeah.
We gonna talk crap. We gonna go back and forth, watch the games. Less is more. I mean, everybody don't get those opportunities to
Yeah.
be in those rooms. And even though I was in those spaces, I didn't bring nobody in those spaces unless I felt like you can blend in
Yeah.
with us.
Yeah.
It's very easy to lose the opportunity, to lose the moment because of something that somebody else did.
Mm,
So, it's like this. Like, let's use you for example. You might have a connection to somebody
mhm,
and you might not want to vouch for somebody else
mhm.
because you vouch for that person, they might ruin your opportunity.
Right.
So it was a lot of times people would be like, yo, I know where you're going. Let me roll. No, it's not that kind of party.
Mm,
I'm shutting it down. And then it was my friends that I grew up with. I'd be
mm,
like, yo, we about to go over here. I'd be like, bro, we just going over here. Sometimes I wouldn't even tell them where we was going. We just go. And they'd be like, oh,
yeah.
shit, you got me.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, yo, bro, just be yourself, bro. That's why I brought you around because
Yeah.
I trust you.
Mhm.
You're not gonna make me look crazy, and I'm not gonna make them look crazy. And that was one of the things, like being around and like being around Russ's little brother and Kevin's older brother.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm around these guys, but at the same time, I still have to carry myself a certain way because
Right.
anything I do and they're around me, it's not a good look for them
Right.
or for me. And the phone rings quick
Yeah.
in those moments, quick. It could go from 0 to 100 like this. So you just gotta be yourself, be
Yeah.
organic. Don't try to do too much. You don't gotta prove nothing to them. They don't care.
Yeah.
They just wanna they notice you off of you just chilling.
Mm.
And, you know, I don't know. It's hard to explain because I've been around them so long
Yeah.
and we've built a really good friendship and a good bond. Like when they come to town, I hit them up, which I love too. If they can, they can. If they can't, they can't.
That's it. Yeah.
It's straightforward. There's no I might or
Mhm.
yeah, and then you waiting. No, no, bro, I'm not doing that. I
Yeah.
don't want to do this. I don't want to. It's no force.
Yeah.
So you just ask the question. You be truthful, be upfront. Don't have an ulterior motive.
Mm.
When you're around people like that, you can't have an ulterior motive.
I
It'll
love
bite
it.
you in the ass real quick.
Yeah.
And that's
They gonna see it.
they definitely gonna see it. And I treat it like the way I treat my brothers.
Mhm.
I treat everybody else that comes into the fold or in my presence. I'm gonna look out for you. I'm gonna have your back. I'm not gonna let nobody get over on you. I'm not gonna get over on you. So that's how I treat all. Like, if you're important to me,
Yeah.
I'm gonna treat you as such. And I got friends in Oklahoma that I treat the same way. There's no difference between you and them.
Yeah.
They people just like we all are.
Yep.
So
Love it. Okay. Last question, and then I'm gonna give you the floor. You've been blessed to do a lot. What chapter are you writing in this next life? So you talked about your daughter in this next chapter, but is there anything that you're like, I want to shoot for the stars? This is what I want to do that you want to share. What does the next chapter look like for you?
next chapter for me is it's there. Like it's there. It's really there. Like basically the next chapter is to, you know, I'm financially I'm good, mentally I'm good, I'm
Yeah.
healthy. Everything is good, but it needs to be great.
Yeah.
So now it's like
What does great look like?
great looks like having, let's say 2026. I want to have 6 more businesses. 6.
Dang. Okay.
And it's gonna happen.
Yeah. Come on. Speak it. I
It's gonna
believe it.
happen.
Yes.
6 more businesses
Okay.
and making sure everybody around me is good.
Yeah.
Building a solid team.
Mm.
Because I have my brothers, but at the same time, we all need help.
Yeah.
We can't do everything on our own. And, be tapping into other things and we're connecting with other people. And it's just having really, really good, healthy friendships and relationships now.
Yeah.
So that's where it really boils down to having really good friendships and people you can trust. We
Yeah.
have, I think the group of people that's around us now, Cordell, Charles, Shabar, I mean, Reggie, those 4 people, and I know it's other people that I might have
Yeah.
not named.
Yeah.
Don't feel no way when you hear this,
Right.
but
Charge it to his head.
just like people that on a daily basis that I have to deal with.
Yeah.
Those 4 right there and the group.
I love that. I love a brotherhood outside of the brotherhood,
Yeah.
right? And I know you said you treat everybody the same, like they're your brothers. And I think that is so key. That is definitely something we need. We need circles where
Yeah.
we can celebrate each other, we can hold each other accountable.
Yep.
And so when I see y'all moving, that's one thing I respect is that y'all are all bosses in your own right,
Yeah.
doing amazing things, bringing something positive to the city. And so for me, my mind is always, why can't we celebrate that?
Yeah.
Because y'all don't have to do what y'all are doing. Y'all
Yeah.
don't have to bring what y'all have brought to the city. And so I'ma personally say, I appreciate it. I
Thank
thank
you.
you for it and continue to do what you're doing, continue to build the businesses, and don't allow anything to stop you. And I know you're not going to do
Oh,
that,
not
but
at all.
yeah.
Me and Cordell, we say the new Oklahoma
Yeah.
because it's a new way of thinking.
Yeah.
It's a new way to get things done. You doing it like Cordell, his last name is Love.
Mm-hmm.
So and I'm from Brooklyn, we say show love.
Mm.
So it's like agape. Everything is built off of
Yeah.
love. Like real genuine friendships that go beyond
Mm-hmm.
just the friendship business. Like one of the things I like about the group of men that we're surrounded with, we don't we don't like duck
Mm,
anything. Like if it's a problem,
you address it.
you address it.
Yeah.
If I'm wrong,
Yeah. Tell me.
they tell me like
Yeah.
the accountability in our group is there.
Yeah.
If I'm tripping or something, I'm gonna get a phone call
Mm,
or pull me to the side. Yo, bro.
yeah.
So we do the and it's not one of those things where it's like we feel jaded after. Like,
Mhm.
all right, yo, you know what? You're right.
Yeah.
So that's why I respect those guys because I'm always in something
Mhm.
and they always looking my front, left, center.
Yeah.
So if I don't see something, they're gonna bring it to my attention. And he'll, especially Cordell, he's always gonna bring something to my attention. He gonna tell me, he'd be like, you need to pay attention to this. I don't know if you've seen it, but I seen it. And 9 times out of 10, I've already seen it, but just
Mhm.
hearing it from somebody else is giving you that reassurance, like, okay, this is messed up. So it's one of those, yeah, the New Oklahoma, man.
Yeah.
It's really it. Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Is there anything that you want to share that we didn't talk about or that you just want to tell the people?
um, Karaoke night is still popping.
Right
Oh,
there.
right here.
Let
My
it
bad. I'm
go.
looking
Let
at
it go.
karaoke night is still popping. Go to Scramble on Sundays for brunch.
Come on.
Um,
And they'll be seeing this right before the 1 year. Is there anything?
yeah, the 1 year anniversary is coming up. It'll be they should be seeing it before.
Yeah.
So November 22nd is actually the day we open, and it's gonna be it falls. The 1 year anniversary falls on November 22nd. So we'll be at Oak Room. We're doing a party. I'm still planning it out yet. But yeah. And then Black Friday, I'm doing a brown sugar chocolate factory party. We're gonna feature chocolate crown. We're gonna do $5 espresso martini shots all
Oh,
night.
I love me a good old espresso.
Wear your shade of brown. Um, and I need y'all to help me with my neighbors. They won't stop calling the cops. So if you can do anything for me, I don't know what you could do. She just won't. She just won't stop. She just won't
We
stop.
gonna pray for her.
Yeah, we gotta pray for her. She won't stop. But outside of that, really and truly, I'm just grateful, happy for the opportunity to sit
Yeah.
here and speak with you and give people insight more about me and all the things that is. I didn't talk about them because I can't talk about them yet.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of things coming that's gonna be happening soon, and I just appreciate everybody for supporting Oak Room, myself, my brothers, Scramble, the whole family. If you need a good physical trainer, Dr. Charles Loftus, holler at him. If you're trying to, get some fan outreach, holler at Shabar Ewing with the Oklahoma City Thunder. Quick plug to my peoples.
Love it. Well, again, I appreciate you for being on here.
Thank you.
It's always an honor to have people such as yourself on. And so, if you ever need anything, let me know. And shout out your Instagram handles, social media
Yeah.
handles, anything that they should be following. I'm
At
sorry.
DJ Keilo on Instagram, TikTok. Well, no, I'm not on TikTok. X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it. Keilo Taylor on Facebook. Oak Room OKC is the Oak Room handle. And before I forget, shout out to my team, my staff, everybody at Oak Room, the bartenders, the bottle girls, security, the bus boys, the DJs, anybody who plays a part in that business operating at the end of the day. I really do appreciate y'all. Even though y'all annoy me, it's all love, though. I really do appreciate y'all. I'm gonna be very truthful. Y'all do annoy me, but it's all love. It wouldn't be Oak Room without you guys
Yeah.
and without the customers. And we gotta one hand wash each other. So I appreciate all you guys. And yeah, I think
I
that's all my
appreciate it.
handles. No
Thank you,
problem.
sir. All right. So if you liked what you heard or seen, please like, follow, share, subscribe, and please leave a review, you guys. I need you. This is all about the power of connection and what can happen when you really pursue what it is that's in your heart and what you have been told to do, what you feel is the thing to do, because anything is possible when you put your mind to it. Until the next time, see you in the real room.
Peace.